Today you're going to do something that you were doing in third grade with textures and pencil strokes that you haven't practiced for a while. I had you using these a lot when you did your tennis shoe and some other drawings in class, and I'd like you to warm up your skills again with actually practicing with your pencil all of these different strokes. And I want you just to take some computer paper, and works just fine for trying the different strokes. You can see how I'm just doing different strokes because you're going to be using these in the drawing we're going to do in the next session. So you're going to be making stippling dots. In some of it, you might be making cross hatching. In some of it, that's straight hatching. And when I cross hatch, I do it again, but I come back the other direction like that. So I have things where I come into a point. So all of these strokes we use in drawing all the time. And we use them not exactly like this is, but we change the shape. We might be curving them to do something. That's cross hatching with a curve in it. I might be putting a little lightning stroke in the center and coming back out with a line. So I just want you to practice doing this with a pencil until you fill the entire sheet. So you can see how I'm changing angle on this to make a different texture. You're going to be doing something in the next one that is going to be challenging you. And since we had already started our playing cards already, where I'm going to show you in the next section, we're really warmed up for this lesson. When we do this down here, this is more smearing, so I want you to take a second sheet on literally, if I have a rounded object, when I shade, I come in curving my lines instead of being straight. So this is cross hatching with a curve. So I'm curving it the direction that I want the ball to go, and then I come back this way to make my cross hatching be more rounded. If I'm doing it on a cone, I'm rounding out the bottom. I can do the same thing. I can do it with a solid fill-in, darker on the edges on this side where it's more in shadow, and I can come with a lighter stroke the other way to make it look three-dimensional. So you can see as I go down, I get shorter and tighter, but I can still use that cross-hatching technique coming up. So you can see I'm bringing it from the point. So when we have an object that is any shape that you're doing, if I'm coming from the center here and coming down, I can come my strokes this way and showing the rounded part. You can see how I'm rounding to something. This could be circular in the start. We did a little bit of this in our perspective last year too, with where we did a hollow. We can also take our hand, and when I want to show more shadowing, I can come in and fill in. And actually, when you're practicing these, again with the smudging, sometimes it's kind of fun to take your eraser and pull it across. So you kind of want, for some of this, you want a softer, darker pencil than a 2H. So this is a little bit softer one. So that's what I'd like you to practice this week, just getting the kind of the feel of your pencil. And then we're going to go into another lesson where it's going to ask you to really be observant and use the pencil techniques while you're doing the lesson. Okay, we'll see you for the next lesson.